Louisiana beer reviews. Mike's Harder Strawberry. I did a duo review of this last month, but this is the first ever solo review for this product, and there aren't many video reviews for it. There are some going back 8 years, but maybe there's just there is just a handful. Now there's a lot of reviews for Mike's Harder Strawberry Pineapple. That might take you all day to watch all of those, but this one, I guess they only produce this one from time to time. It's produced in Waddell, Arizona by Mike's Hard Lemonade Company, which is really Mark Anthony Group, but each of these different things use their brand name, like they'll say Cayman Jack. No, I think on the Cayman Jack cans and bottles it says American Vintage Brewing Company. C2023, so that's March 20th, 2023, maybe? 6 FGL, 22 hours, 58 minutes, 2. I think that's what it is. I bought this recently, but it could have been done early in the early quarter, first quarter of the year. At 8% can, shouldn't matter. It's not going to be a hoppy product anyway. It's got a lightning bolt or electrical bolt on the tab. And that fizz will go right away. It won't leave any lacing, won't have any head of foam. It's going to be pink because they're using food coloring. It says right here, premium malt beverage with natural flavors and certified colors, 8% alcohol. So a malt beverage must contain barley malt and it must contain hops. Whereas a beer does not have to contain barley malt or hops, because you're allowed to use substitutes for those in a beer, like the hard seltzers. But that's another story for another video, if I ever tell the story. All right, so it's got a warning sign here. Warning, 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 8%. Certified colors, I see people do videos and they say, what does that mean? It just means it's certified by the U.S. government to be safe for human consumption. Natural flavors means it has to come from a natural source. That doesn't specify natural strawberry flavoring, it just said natural flavoring. So it could be some other natural flavors that mimic strawberry. I don't know what those would be though. Strawberry is a unique flavor. It certainly tastes like strawberry. It's similar to the Abita Strawberry Lager, although I think this is brewed more of like an ale than a lager. But a flavor malt beverage. They're processed in a way that it's like a beer vodka. They want the flavoring to come from the natural flavors. Prickly carbonation. Now see the different medium, just a medium body of 5 out of 5 sugar cubes. They say on the website they only use cane sugar, no high fructose corn syrup or anything like that. Same thing with the original Club Tales from Canada. That's always better. Semi-sweet finish. Bitterness unit 0 out of 100. They use hops. That doesn't mean they're not required. It doesn't require them to use particularly bitter hops. And they say the way the beer is refined, you can look at it as a refinery, that it basically removes all the hops. Why are they required to use hops? I would assume that's a government regulation put in place to protect hop farmers, because the U.S. government doesn't really promote the general welfare, as they say in the preamble to the Constitution. They really promote the specific welfare of certain juiced-in companies and special interests. But the Constitution wouldn't have gone over so well if they'd have said, we're doing this so that we can promote the special interests who are connected to our campaign committees. Okay. But it's similar to the Abita strawberry in the sense that it's like a strawberry puree. You can imagine that maybe they're using strawberry puree. Strawberry puree. The difference is the Abita is just the strawberry puree and the lager beer. You can tell that they're not adding sugar to it. The sweetness would come from the strawberries, which is many times a minimal amount of sweetness, a lot of acidity. Strawberries have that acidic character. This has a tartness also. I mean, do I buy these to drink? No. I buy them for videos. I never drink this kind of stuff. You say, but you make videos all the time. Yeah, aside from the videos I make all the time, I never drink this stuff. If they didn't add the coloring, it would look strange. It would be gray looking, silver gray. It would be off-putting. Like my friend David says, it's a turn-off when you see that color. He said, I don't know why, it just doesn't seem right. None of these are right on their own merits. They're concoctions, or as they say in Europe, alco-pops. Or beer coolers or something like that. I knew that the second I ever heard of these things. That's not news to me. But it actually does have a good flavor, and it is a strawberry. It does taste honestly like they're using strawberry puree. More than likely it's some kind of dehydrated strawberry in a bag, like a Mylar bag. Tear it open like some pre-tab, dump it in the brewing equipment containers thingies. I think these kind of factories are much different than your typical brewery. There's one in Plainfield, Illinois, run by Diageo, the Smirnoff one. Make all kind of concoctions like this. They're on par with this. Well, like my father says, these are products. These are beer-based products for people that don't like the taste of beer, and that is exactly what they are. And that is, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody doesn't like the taste of ales and lagers of all sorts. Although they're usually probably not giving them a chance. But if you like this, what they really are, this fruit punch oriented stuff, lemonade / fruit punch oriented stuff, and that's your flavor. I don't know how you could tolerate drinking more than one a day though. It would drive me nuts, you know, I couldn't do it. But once a week, even pushing an envelope twice a week, I could tolerate it. And so even though it's not for me, it is a well-made product. I mean, we did the duo and he hated it. My friend David hated it. But he's honest about it. He never buys these things, you know. Well, he usually doesn't buy them. He has gone to a certain store where they got them for, 79 cents a can, out of date. He'll buy them, you know. But I can't say he likes them. If I wasn't doing videos, I might buy them every 6 months, one can every 6 months just to see, you know. Yeah, some of these come in big bottles, or even 10-ounce bottles, like the Jack Daniels, which is a rip-off, in my opinion. Of course, they do have bigger sizes of those Jack Daniels Tennessee cocktails, but I would never get the 10-ounce. Now, Mike's Hard is only sold in cans. These pints, it depends on the flavor. Some are just pints only. Some will be pints and then a 23.5 ounce. And whereas Mike's Hard, the regular Hard, the 5%ers, those will be in the big, the middle size, the regular size cans and bottles. But they're only 11.2 ounces. You don't want those, don't buy them. Okay, all of this being said, I'm going to go with an A, 93 out of 100 for a thing I don't like. And I used to despise, like 20 years ago, I would really look down on these things as like some kind of like heresy or atrocity or apostasy. That's what it was. I looked at it as an apostasy. But I didn't understand the beer market really so well then. All right, so Les Allées Bon Temps Relais, a 93 out of 100, 9.3 out of 10 for what it is. A flavored malt beverage. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Waddell, Arizona and take a beer concoction factory / brewery tour.